Oh, everybody, we are.
Take two.
I was
No,
about to
take
say,
one. What are
we're
you talking
live
about?
for completely the
This
first
is the very
time.
first time.
We have not
Take
had
two.
multiple technical difficulties at once.
There was also a script change that we had to do.
Yeah, well, just consider we're the
Are there
remastered
new
version of
pages?
this episode
I
right
was
now.
I was
And there's
not
new
told of new
pages.
pages.
Ah.
I will be in my trailer. I was not told of any of this.
This is New Game Plus. We're
But-
in New Game Plus now.
Okay, I didn't change the lines. I changed some of the roll results. So that's what.
Listen,
I
the
remember
script.
last time we sucked.
Yeah, I know. So
it
this
was
time,
negotiated
yeah,
that we always crit on teamwork actions. We set up that Chekhov's
I
gun,
wasn't
we
told
took
about
the
this.
teamwork
Who's your
skill.
union representative?
We are.
Okay.
Very good.
So yeah, it has been a few weeks since we were live. We're back. Stuff happened, and we've had birthdays and board games and video games. Ghost of Tsushima is good. I
Yeah.
still have to say that now that we're not muted.
Yeah.
If
I
you
have
could
one.
read lips. You can tell how good it was before.
Yep, I have one pressing question. What is this little town in the middle of the river that you've
It's
added
Tangletown.
you've added to our map?
That is
It was
Tangletown.
there
It was there the entire
I
time. We just didn't
marked it.
know. It's consider. Yeah, it's
Oh,
consider it a retcon of the script.
what is it?
It's
It's
a bunch of Leviathan hunter ships lashed together.
Oh,
It's neutral ground.
That is
Say-
the ultimate neutral ground in probably the whole city, frankly. But yeah,
it's right next door to us. We should light it on fire.
If the demons haven't first.
if the
Destroy the
because
only
the
neutral
demons
ground.
have
We're going
turf over the canals now that they've beat back the spirit wardens, and yeah, what else is going on? So there's turf war in Crowsfoot itself between the Bluecoats and the Crows,
problem.
and things that are your problem is Hicks got kicked out of university. It's the worst thing out of everything that's happened to everyone, and disowned by his father, and is occasionally still having tea with his mother. If that's
Yes.
that's right.
Oh, that's where we left it. That's
that's-
the family situation.
Yep.
I am cornered by ghosts and ghost cops.
Ghosts
you
and
grow.
spirit wardens have decided to effectively work together to bring you down because they both hate you.
I do believe the rest of us are going to go be finding your backup character. So it's fine. It
Yes,
doesn't matter.
and Lord Skurlock lied to you when he said he didn't know where your vampire sister was. Turns out he is having dinner with your vampire sister.
Yeah.
You made a new friend. There's like 2 vampires in town. I don't know what you expected.
I think I'm gonna go have dinner with those vampires because that's where I'm running to.
That's fair. And everything else, I think, let's see, the whole Heartcom incident has been dealt with in terms of
Calm, if you will.
That-
the people's hearts have been calmed. You are correct.
Yes.
Listen, I'm a survivor of the heart calm incident. Too soon, man.
You're
And
also
so Brian is no
horrifying
longer
nightmare
wanted,
monster.
and there are no longer angry mobs wanting one of our crew members.
Yeah. Well,
And now we
for
have
now.
scientists.
Yep. You do have some scientists. They are in a bathroom. No, sorry, in a restaurant. They're in a restaurant kitchen doing science
Closed down
experiments.
restaurant kitchen. It's like a scene out of Saw. We have them like
Yeah.
locked up.
Yeah.
Science. They're doing science, as in the last thing I had them do was make a bunch of bombs, but like cheap ones out of fertilizer and pipes.
Yeah. Efficiency science.
Science. It's a sweatshop.
Yeah. No, it is. For
With science
very
in it.
slightly technically skilled things, but not actually.
It's better than execution. That's
It
what we'll
is
tell them.
marginally better than execution.
That's literally what we told them.
Yes. Okay. We got some new abilities. Everyone has advanced a bit, I think. And
Did I get a new power? I don't remember.
you got driven,
You did.
according to your character sheet.
Ooh, am I driven now?
You are driven.
I
now.
am driven.
Yep.
None of these horrific chemical backlashes for me anymore.
Yep.
With
No
my
more-
2
I
burn
was about to
hands.
say. Yeah.
I forgot about your burnt hand.
Burnt hand, other burnt hand, 2 wounds.
I have one that was Adric's knife in my arm.
Yep.
I just don't care about it anymore.
I got my knife.
Well, the
back.
knife isn't still
Yeah.
there.
The knife,
right?
it's just the wound from it.
Yeah.
I think it makes the most sense to start with Zaid. Then we'll know if we still have a Zaid to continue with.
Yeah, I agree. Because
Yeah,
that's up in
listen.
the air. We're unsure.
Yeah.
I got a plan.
Do
Okay.
you?
So I believe you were basically on a rooftop, like across the street from Lord Skurlock's manor, peering into one of the windows. And now there are spirit wardens, probably like Ulf Ironborn's ghost is near you. There are footsteps of a group of spirit wardens running up the stairs, and there are several ghosts that are already on the rooftop, sort of trying to block your escape and or attack you. What do you do?
I would. So when you push yourself, if you have multiple push yourself abilities, can you trigger those, or is it like one for one? I thought we
It
talked about that
depends.
before.
It
I don't
depends.
remember. I think it
It-
depends
it-
how it's worded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wording because there's both you can push yourself to do something for a lot of abilities, like Pyromancer, Driven. There's a lot of abilities that are you can push yourself.
Yeah.
And that's
And
the
those
only
do
effect of that, I think.
And those do not stack.
Okay.
But then
So
there's some
I
that are like
think-
when you push yourself, then it'll add on.
Okay. I think I want to do something superhuman with my climbing gear.
Okay. So this is the first time we've seen you do anything superhuman.
Yeah. So the streets in Six Towers.
Well, if you're using a new ability, ping it. That's
Oh,
how it
yeah.
works.
Yeah, and I'll put
you
it in-
have
I'll-
these. You have to use the full suite of features.
Yeah. I'm doing the superhuman part. I'm not gonna be a monster yet.
Yeah, you can push yourself to
Yeah.
perform a feat of superhuman athletics. Take on the appearance of a frightening monster. Is that a slash?
Yeah.
Is that an or
It's a
is it
dash.
when? So is that?
It says to do
when-
one of the following. It's not both. It
Oh,
says
you're right.
Okay.
It does say one. It does say one. I missed that. And it'd be cool if you have to look like a monster to push yourself for it, though.
Well, because I also have this, because I was gonna think of combining the two somehow.
Oh,
okay.
okay,
No,
right.
those are separate.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Okay. So, if there's something I can like grapple hook onto to swing, I'm gonna Batman off the roof and grapple towards Skurlock's house.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, you were on like an old like manor rooftop, so there's definitely like gargoyles or like weird ornate roof decorations that are perfect for grappling hooks.
Excellent.
So I think that's exactly.
There's also
what you
the
do.
spiked metal iron fence around Skurlock's manor.
But it's not.
serve
I don't
as-
think it's high enough to grappling hook from.
No,
But
it's
yeah.
not. But if you fall, you just bear that in mind.
Okay.
There's the sharp wrought iron fence around Skurlock's manor.
That's why I have this.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
cool. You got something for that one too.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think that because you're doing it this as a superhuman, this is probably you like you're jumping off, and then once you're already in the air, you throw the grappling hook
I
and it wraps
throw it,
around,
yeah.
and then you swing. I would
Also,
call
I do
this.
this because I'm going first.
Yes.
Before-
so many
So
powers.
many things that matter for this specific thing.
All of your powers.
So you're pushing yourself to do this superhumanly. I think this is risky. I don't think it's desperate because they didn't expect you to do this, obviously, and because of the superhuman thing. Even if you fall, you won't take as much harm as normal.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
if to do the superhuman feat, you have to shout as if you were a phoenix yourself. That would make it desperate.
Well, I think to push it to desperate, I want to find a gargoyle that is in just the right position to come crashing through Skurlock's window.
Okay, so you're
landing at the
pushing.
dinner.
Greater effect is not just you get away from them; it's you go into Skurlock's manor.
Yeah,
It's the dramatic entrance. Desperate.
yeah.
Perfect.
So what is that gonna be?
This sounds like no, not finesse. What's the hiding one? The hiding one is also
So,
climbing. Prowl. This is
prowl.
prowl. Prowl is also
Excellent.
like movement and
Oh,
dodging.
God,
This is-
reversing an obstacle.
Yep.
Jumping and tumbling.
Yep.
I have 3 dots in it, so we're good.
We've heard that before.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not how
So
math works. I hate that's not how the math works in this game.
and then for pushing myself, do I also get that extra?
If it was in addition to, then yes, but no is the answer. You push yourself to be able to get the superhuman part. It would just give you that.
It doesn't give me the extra die.
No.
No.
Okay.
We did that wrong once before. But
Yes.
Okay. So
That would be when you push yourself.
Yes, but you do get the extra die from Daredevil.
Yeah.
mhm.
It's just that everyone has the power to push yourself for an extra die.
And then these are other alternate
Yeah,
ways
these
to
are
push
all-
yourself.
Okay. And then great effect, right?
Great effect, yeah. And this is normally I actually put it at 4 o'clock. It would be 4 o'clock to get inside Skurlock's. No, I think it'll just be you get inside Skurlock's completely
Okay.
if this is a success.
I think it's a standard effect.
The issue, getting inside Skurlock is dangerous for most people, even being able to get in there. You've been in there a few times. Most people, the issue is once you're inside.
If you come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any devil's bargains?
If you pushed yourself, but it's not for a die, I think you still can. Because it's not, you didn't push yourself for a die, you push yourself to get the superhuman feat. So I think, yes, a devil's bargain works just fine.
It says push yourself or accept a devil's bargain.
It doesn't say
But
it's
that's for the bonus
for
die.
the
Oh,
bonus
it's a
die.
bonus die. You're right. That is
Yeah.
for a bonus die.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I think are you in full Phoenix getup right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You interrupt a sensitive moment between Skurlock and his dining companion.
I think
we've
it's
got a clock there that Spirit Wardens learn of another.
That's what I'm
vampire.
thinking. I was just
Yeah.
checking. I was checking a few others, but I think one tick on the Spear Wardens learn another vampire.
sure. Let's do that one because I really don't want to mess this up.
Okay. There we go. You have 5 dice.
There's
Oh.
There's 4s.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh boy.
So I think you know how there was a curse on Adric when he tried to climb on the carriage to listen
Yeah.
in? I think there's probably a similar curse for when you try to break down one of his windows. I don't
think it's like an oil on his window he like paints on there. That's a cursed.
Yeah, cursed oil basically.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
dries like a varnish on the shutter.
Yeah, it looks like it's
smash-
frosted a bit once it's dry,
Yeah.
but it's cursed.
You smash straight through it, and it's on you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think this is just you smash it through it. The way that this one works is when you smash through the glass into the window, the shards of glass hover in the air instead of falling, aim towards you, and then
Yeah.
shoot towards you. And you're between the gargoyle and stuff, I think you're hit for level 3 harm.
Ooh.
Shards of just shards of glass like in you, riddled with shards of glass. You're able to protect yourself from anything more than level 3 harm, because on a normal person that would just kill them. I think
Well, no,
that's
4 would kill them.
what I mean. Level 4, like a normal NPC person, it would
Right.
kill. It would probably be level 4 harm. But you're able to protect yourself with the gargoyle and everything from the worst
Okay.
of it. So it's
Um,
only level 3 harm.
And then we've said at the end of a job you can use armor, but that means you can't use it till the next job, right?
You can use armor now, but it would count. It refreshes at the end of a job, so
So I wouldn't have it for next job.
you wouldn't have it for next
Correct.
job if you wanted to
Got
use
it.
it now.
Okay. I want to use it, and then I want to resist.
That's fair.
Remember, you have -1 to your resist roll.
Yes,
Okay,
but it's
cool.
probably prowess, right?
Yes, this is yeah, in this case it's not the curse is not inflicting supernatural harm. The curse is making the glass shards inflict physical harm. So yeah, it would be prowess. And armor works fine.
Cool. Let's do prowess, and then can I give myself a minus? I can. -1 die. Cool.
Why the -1?
Daredevil.
Because of the way Daredevil works is I get a
Oh,
die
okay.
to the action, but -1 die for consequences of the action.
Yep.
To resist.
Okay.
Luckily you got a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you resist it just fine, armor just fine. So maybe it's just like one shard of glass gets through the armor and it's level 1 harm.
Yeah. It's the Batman like throwing up the cloak.
Yes, and it somehow just catches bullets and it's like, all right, we're fine.
Yeah. So that went from 3 to 2 with armor down to 1 with resist, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm still okay.
Yep, you're still okay. I think that you have a few moments of respite from your assailants. Lord Skurlock is looking at you in shock, as is Syrah, and he says,
Spirit
"Sade."
wardens.
He's
Just point them back over my shoulder and say spirit wardens.
You brought them to my manor?
No. I was looking around and they cornered me. So I jumped off the roof and landed in here.
As you are saying this, there's like the spirit wardens are out front, like kind of tentatively approaching the manor. There's still like with the ghosts and everything. There's probably about a dozen of them, like half ghosts, half wardens.
They're also working with Ghost Ulf. So I'm willing to, like, with the whole lying to me bit, if I could just sneak out the back.
Get out.
Cool. Just like go find a back door to leave. Glad you're doing all right. To Sierra, right?
Yeah,
I
Sierra's her
forget
name.
his sister's name.
Sierra is yeah. She looks at you just. I don't think she says anything. She's still just kind of shocked at all of this. Do you wait for her to say something, or do you try to prompt her to say something? If it's just as you're going, she won't say anything.
He'll go to leave, but like give her enough time to say something. Like he could go faster,
Okay.
but
Skurlock whirls on you and yells with this like supernatural undertone to his voice when he's yelling, and he says, "Get out!"
okay.
And he, as you go, he sort of angrily, what's the way that he would walk? He
Stop.
angrily creeps towards the main door. Stalks might be the right word. He goes to the front door while you leave.
Why I go out the back door?
While you go up the back door. Yep. And I think we stay with Skurlock. He opens the door right as the spirit warden is like shaking hand, knocking, like about to, and like they all like jump back. They all have swords drawn, but they're like, we really don't want to fight you. He glares at them all, and he says, "He just left out the back door." And he slams the door in their face. Like, that's it, all you need. Get out of here. And he, yeah. Soon after that, Zaid, as you're making your way back, now back home is literally on the other side of town from where you are currently. Yeah. So I think that you would know, the streets well enough that you can tell that they are pretty hot on your heels. After a few minutes, they haven't caught up to you, but they're looking for you, and they're on your trail.
This is where I send the bird one way, and I reverse my coat, and just like hide my Phoenix stuff, and just walk around as Zaid.
Let's see how that goes. Okay.
Did Ulf ever know Zaid?
I don't think they interacted.
No, you specifically kept him from learning Zaid's identity. Or
yeah.
Like your secret identity. So, what action would this be?
Probably.
Sounds like sway.
Could be sway.
Well, I'm not talking to them.
It just says sway
It's a
summon.
disguise.
Yeah, it's
So,
a disguise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bird's a bluff.
I think this is risky between everything going on, especially with ghosts. Ghosts can definitely move faster than normal people.
Mm-hmm.
So there might already be one watching you without you knowing. This is risky.
How can I make this desperate?
You could. I know you could make this desperate.
Leave the bandana
As
on, leave
Zaid,
the bandana.
as Zaid, run up to them and tell them you saw the Phoenix going this way, going the other way, and like,
Ooh, that's so good. Probably not run up to all of them, but probably find like stragglers and be like, I saw him go that way.
okay, that's still desperate because they might just
I'll
turn
do that.
around and this. Perfect.
Um,
Devil's
what's the
bargain.
effect?
Right now, the effect will be standard. You'll get away from them like until like if you succeed, you're gone, and they lose you until you get back to your turf, and they won't find you there. Like it's you get back safely.
I have a devil's bargain.
Is that
Wait, can the Ghost Cop arrest you for normal crimes too, or just ghost crimes?
Do they
They
arrest,
kind of.
or do they?
That's I am not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clarify something because they still might bust you for like a minor like other violation for hassling them because they're mad they can't find the.
I
Phoenix.
think
You have to spend like a night in jail or something.
I think they can, but it's usually like they do it and then they turn you over to the Bluecoats. Is more what it is. Like it's their jurisdiction, so they'll start the arrest and investigation, but then the Bluecoats will finish it if it's not ghostry.
is the effect standard before it goes to desperate?
Yes.
So then
Oh.
it's desperate. Great.
No, sorry. The effect is standard after it goes to desperate.
Okay, got it.
Because that you're just leading them away for the rest of the night, basically, if you succeed
Yeah.
this.
Alrighty. I did
6.
it.
Oh.
It worked like a charm.
Yep.
Yeah, I like how you didn't get a 6 on that 5 dice.
Nope. I got a 6 on the 3 dice.
Yep. And I think that the couple spirit wardens you talk to, they check the description really quickly. Like, you're sure it was him, and you describe. Obviously, you know how to describe your own costume.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and the bird and everything, it was that way, and they're like, all right, and they like talk to each other, and they start yelling like this way, and you hear like a couple. Bluecoats use whistles. They probably use something else to like coordinate between each other, but they all
Bells.
start bells probably, and they all start like combing the streets a different direction from you, and you get
Now I
back
have this
safely.
image of a bunch of ghost hunters with like sleigh bells on their belt.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're the worst. They're Christmas carolers.
It's
Yeah.
a combination. It's a cast iron bell. It's a combination on like a metal stick. It's a combination beating implement and.
That's
bell.
amazing. Yeah. Clang, clang, clang. As you hit someone.
And then I have a nice
It's either
troll
noon
home.
or someone's getting their ass kicked.
I'm writing
In
that down.
Dustfall, it's never noon.
It's always someone getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I just-
Okay, I'm
I
adding
just
that.
go home.
Yeah, you go home.
Their preferred weapon.
Wait, does the Phoenix have his own secret entrance to our new headquarters? Because we did.
Yeah,
just,
the
like,
roof.
Which just got
The roof.
secured.
We just,
Yeah, I
poured-
know. He doesn't know that.
recently secured roof.
Yeah.
All right. So once you're grappling, you throw your grappling hook up and climb up to the roof, and you're met there by two of the guards who don't recognize Zaid and are like, "What do you think you're doing here, buddy?" The other one
I hold
says.
out my arm, and then the phoenix lands on it.
They like look at each other. Look at the birds. Okay, it's not a replica or anything like that.
I pull out the bandana and just put it around my face like this.
All
Yes,
right.
morons. 2 + 2 does equal 4.
Yeah. Like,
Do I have to talk like this?
okay, yeah, we get it. It's just that, you weren't in costume, sir. We, could be anybody.
Listen, that is true. Good work, boys. But shh. The others don't know.
we won't tell anyone, sir.
I trust you.
What don't we know about? Like,
He's telling them that you guys
know
don't.
what they're telling them they don't know, so they won't tell anyone.
But what do they know? Just that you have like a 5 o'clock shadow? Like what
An
details
actual
do they?
face.
Yeah, they don't know your name. It's just that you
Yeah.
are in fact a person with a
Yeah,
I
face.
think they could have guessed that though.
They
The only
realize there's
thing-
a bottom part to this.
Yeah, the only thing they might have learned is that you are part Eruvian, potentially, just from ethnicity. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you come inside. Is everyone else there right now? Hicks, did you return?
Yeah, I'm probably moping around the house at this point.
You guys just moved in, so it's probably unpacking right now is what's going on.
Yeah, Hicks is not unpacking. He's moping around. Just like wandering from room to room, seeing what people are doing, and then as soon as he's bored with whatever they're talking about, moves to the next room. Not being productive. He just got disowned. It's gonna be about a month.
He's gonna drink his sorrow away and then keep drinking.
He keeps telling you how badly burned his hands are.
Yep. It's his thing now.
Now I can
One
hold
of
up
them-
one arm.
Because one of them is like still in bandages from recently being healed, and the other one's in like fresh bandages because it was recently burned.
Yeah. Both of those are true.
I can't unpack. My hands are burned.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you take a drink with one of those bandaged
And
hands.
my good hand is holding a beer bottle, the other hand is like mangled and burned. Like, no unpacking for me. My hands are full.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
just moping around the house, but he's there.
Yeah. Zage, do you tell anyone what just happened?
Probably later, not right away. I think I probably stay up on the roof with the two of them
Oh,
because
okay.
that's probably where he stays anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a? I feel like Zayd would be the kind of person that would have like a coop for his phoenix, like on the roof, like a pigeon house, but just with the mythical nightmare bird.
I would assume that's like the fireplace, right? Like the phoenix just lives in the
Lives.
fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he probably he know what he probably disguises it as like a fireplace
oh,
because
it's
he doesn't
themed.
want like
You put some
people,
bricks. You put bricks around the little coop.
yeah.
That's great.
Looks like a barbecue.
Yep.
So it just looks like a fireplace stack from the street.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he doesn't want people like the spirit wardens looking for a bird and they see a huge coop on this top of the building and they go, "Hey, what kind of bird do you have?"
Now here's a question: does Duskwall have pigeons?
Yes.
Yes.
Duskwall has probably Blades in the
Probably,
Dark version of pigeons.
Mutated pigeons.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're not
They're regular
Deathlands
pigeons.
pigeons. Those
Pigeons
are
are terrible.
Deathlands pigeons are horrifying. But still, Blades of the Dark pigeons are probably, I would say, a lot meaner than normal. They're yeah. They're
Pigeons are not nice.
No, but I think the Duskwall pigeons will turn to eating corpses. They're more like vultures than pigeons.
What is that bird in Australia that passes down hatred through its lineage?
Wait,
What?
I'm googling.
Like, you know, like it'll pass down people they don't like to all of its friends and children.
I mean, I know crows do that a bit.
It's magpies. I'm pretty sure it's
Magpies?
magpies.
Okay, that's great. So, the grudge pigeons.
Yeah, they remember.
I'm not going to make the pigeons a faction, but that is really tempting.
Just make them a tier 0 faction.
Yeah, attack whatever individuals don't
That's a
kick
this
them
is for
when
our-
they're feeding
this is-
or something like that.
This is our Blades of the Dark hack about a normal city, and the pigeons are a faction, and something else.
Yeah,
Why didn't I get the guy a pigeon when he was dying to put his soul to? Then he could have ruled the pigeons.
Instead, you got a silly iguana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoots stuff out.
Like,
of his
how is
nose.
your iguana sidekick? We haven't checked it.
well,
No,
he
'cause
shot
he
you
doesn't wanna
last
be
time you
first.
saw him, and he was like, "Leave me
Yeah.
alone." So you have done that.
Oh, okay, we followed up. Good.
Yeah. I followed up. I got shot. I'm like, all right, no Robin this time.
Yep.
I'll have to shoot another civilian and save their life.
So we've
Eventually,
uh,
you'll get your Robin.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Technically, you're the Robin with the red bird thing. You need to give someone a bat.
Yeah,
Then they will
Batboy.
be the Bat Boy and Rob Man.
No, you cannot call him Bat Boy. You cannot call him Bat Boy.
Is that trademarked?
It's already a thing. It's a musical.
It
Oh,
is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I will
definitely
call
have to look
him-
that musical up, so.
Well, the scientific name for bat is Chiroptera, so Cairo Boy.
Yeah, just not Bat Boy.
Fair. So, what's the next scene that you guys want to have? You guys are all in your thing, and there's no there's nothing super urgent pressing.
So there's no. Yeah, I just sent the title on. We don't have any downtime actions left to complete, right?
No, but I definitely have things I want to do, such as reduce
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah, I don't have money to throw at like downtime anymore.
What do we have in the Fusewrights stuff? We've got 7 coin in the vaults right now.
Yeah, we got some cash.
Do we have the cash and ability to rank up next section?
We need 8 to rank up.
8 coin?
And you have
believe.
7.
We have 7, and
Yeah.
we're close on rep.
So, probably.
Yeah, we need 3 rep, and yeah.
3 rep will be hard not to get.
And do we
So-
have a to-do list? Because my brain is a little bit lacking in what is left.
Well, there's the unseen. It's the faction, right? The eye thing that we can follow up on. If Zayd decides to say something about Ulf Ironborn and the ghost working with the spirit wardens, that's something else we
Yeah,
might want to
if-
look into.
We can have a team meeting to be like, what's our next job? I'll be like, by the way,
Mhm.
this happened to me.
If we're gonna
Yeah,
do
I
Other
think
stuff
that,
is
well,
Adric
that's-
was.
do that first.
Yeah, I think the next scene would be the team meeting, but I feel like that's going to be more of an abstract scene where we just talk about what we want to do next. But
Okay. Yeah, we can
yeah,
just
but we need
hand
to
wave
figure out-
the
we need to figure out the
characters.
next job because we're going to spend coin to do a couple extra downtime actions. I would like to know what the job's going to be, so we're not wasting the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eviction date clock doesn't matter anymore. You guys are cleaning up a bunch of your issues and ongoing things, so that's good. You have
can-
successfully moved.
Yeah,
We
have
could try
successfully-
and tackle out of supply by the whole bridge bombing job that I came
One
up
of the
with.
things I was hoping to do for the out of supply was finally finish the vulture's clock and see if we can get that. done.
Vultures is an option. Another idea I think someone brought up is hit the blue coat somewhere. And
But I think we missed that opportunity.
that's not
Well,
over.
they
No,
always-
it's
We always have evidence lockers that have a bunch of stolen, confiscated guns from.
the blue
like,
coats
little-
opportunity is not over. Basically, right now it's turned into a cold war in Crowsfoot of sorts. It's a big turf standoff right now. The blue coats have taken territory, and so there's no longer as much active fighting, but there's definitely still brewing another battle.
So
It's
here's-
definitely coming.
Wasn't there an opportunity that the blue coats were like having a shipment of stuff come in?
How was a
Yeah,
train
they got
robbery
that military
Yeah,
shipment.
So we missed it. We did something.
Yeah,
else.
they got the military shipment from the train.
So
but-
currently in Crowsfoot, the Crows and the Bluefoots are having a turf war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Correct?
yeah, the blue
Right.
coats have
On
moved
our
in.
checklist.
Yeah.
Um,
Here
We
is
might
my.
have to do something with
Yeah.
the...
No. I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion for the Blue Coats moving in. So we go to the Crows and we propose a quid pro quo where we hit the Blue Coats and reduce their supply of arms and armaments and their ability to act in this turf war, while they, in exchange, clear out some secret tunnels for us. 2 birds, 1 stone. We get a bunch of guns to sell from the Blue Coats armory we dump. And we get our secret tunnels.
But then you have to tell the crows about the secret tunnels.
No, we should tell them who to go beat up while we hit the blue coats where it hurts when their blue coats not expecting us.
Aren't the
The
people in
element-
the tunnel the unseen?
No.
They're the race.
No.
In the
They're the
tunnel.
race.
Oh,
Tier
I
1
just want my
thieves.
tunnels. I just want my tunnels, okay?
I feel like it might be an easier sell to work with the crows fighting the blue coats.
No, the
But-
blue coat's job is we break in and steal it. We don't actively engage in a battle with the blue coats.
No,
We
but I'm
just-
saying we hit their shipments, right? Like we do
I was gonna
bomb
just
stuff.
dump their armories in Crowsfoot. Like we just break into the precinct in Crowsfoot. We take all of their guns. We dump them on our boat. We circle around the city a couple times. We drop them back off at our warehouse. Then we sell the guns for money. Pretty standard hawker's job of acquire supply.
Yeah,
But
and we could bring the vultures in on that by saying,
we-
"Hey, we'll toss you a coin. You park your boats where we tell you, and take
Yeah,
these crates
we
somewhere."
could bring the vultures in, but my point is doing this in Crowsfoot. We do the Crowsfoot precinct that we dump out and stuff. Is we can get the crows to do something for us in exchange for us, because they're not going to be expecting us to do it. They're going to be expecting the crows. All of their people are going to be out paying attention to the crows, so they can't make a move. They're at a stalemate. So we shake things up a bit. In exchange, we can possibly lobby a favor from the crows. Deciding what that's going to be is in the air.
One problem with that, though.
Okay.
The blue coats are tier 4 strong.
And
That's the strength the spirit wardens started at. So they're going to be very, very strong.
How's our rating with them right now, anyway?
-1.
-1. We got at least one more minus before we have to
We
care.
got one more minus we could do on them. Ooh.
So that's an option, yes.
It's a suggestion. It's just a suggestion.
Mhm.
But Hicks wants to go steal a bunch of guns. He wants to do some dumb, reckless plan that doesn't help any of our real problems. Just
I mean, it helps
I mean,
the supply problem.
Yeah.
My default thing is to work on the war, but yeah, we do need supply.
yeah. It's just that
But-
Hicks doesn't want to deal with this war problem. So I'm only going to suggest things that are not war related. If you have a war suggestion, I'm all ears.
Well,
But
my thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong here, the spirit wardens are going to do something anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like, so they could come out of that weak hold. They
Oh,
could
I
get
mean-
better.
It'll take them some time, but yes, it is possible.
What if
Yeah.
we instead hit that warehouse we know the spirit wardens have that also helps take out a supply? Just replace the blue coats with the spirit wardens and do the exact same job.
Yeah, I hear you, but we can't make that do double duty for us. We can just get the benefit of dumping the spirit wardens because no one wants to get involved in an active war with them,
Hmm.
and they are looking explicitly at us to crush and
Actually,
demolish.
We do have someone who wants to get into an active war with them, the unseen.
The demons. Oh, the
The
unseen.
Do
We
we
could
really
call in
wanna-
the
We had an
unseen.
offer saying, "Come join our war with them." So
Was that the offer?
yeah,
I think it was basically like hit the spirit
Well,
wardens more.
Maybe we go find out what that offer is. You want to just free play that?
That
And
might be the scene we move to. Is we
Okay.
go and we
very,
follow.
very, very much still like to reduce some stress here, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that
Reduce the
first.
stress.
Oh, yeah.
But then we'll free play talking to, like, meeting with this unseen.
I think we're gonna start with just us trying to find the unseen, and then we can figure out if we actually talk to them.
Well,
we
the
have a-
orb they
a
gave you, the
sending
carved
stone.
bone orb, they said is effectively sending stone. Just talk into it, and then we can meet.
Yeah. So
Well-
let's let Marissa do her de-stress,
Yeah.
and then we'll do the like a breaker. Let's meet. Like do one of those.
Okay.
All right, so if I'm heading out to go do my vice, I'll pop my head into whatever room, whoever I'm going to find first. Just say that I'm heading out to go to go do a job for Mercy. And I don't know which of you I'm going to catch on that, but I'm out the door past then.
Oh man.
It's just
I'm
what's
very
the-
I'm very stressed too, though, and I can't. I want to follow, but I can't because I don't want to get stressed out.
Probably tell Hicks. He just looks around a bit dazed, like, oh, okay, have fun. Not 100% what you mean, but you're gonna go do a job for mercy.
I like how Adric leaves, then Hick is like, so what does he mean job for mercy? And then either Grind or
what does
Zayde are
that
just like,
mean? I'll look at Grind and go,
Drop by, grab the nice clothes that I stashed somewhere, and I'm assuming I got some sort of missive from her, meet this place or whatnot.
yes, pretty much. I think you probably meet on the bridge into White Crown. There's like civilians passing by, and she's just like there near the center of the bridge, looking out into the water, and probably smoking a cigarette.
All right.
He says, "Ah, there you are."
Those were really expensive in Duskwall.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
tobacco is a very labor-intensive, field-intensive product to grow, and with no
It's
natural
dried
sunlight.
mushrooms.
No, it's tobacco. This one is tobacco.
That's so expensive. That's like $100 cigarette.
Yep. Perks.
All right.
Perks of her job.
Join her, stick my hands on the railing, and basically ask, okay, what are we doing tonight?
Well, okay. Well, you, are going to Char Hollow. Who's the woman? Frey is her name. She has to die. Passes you the cigarette.
Patrick's a child. A literal child.
I like how that's like...
This show does not condone minors consuming tobacco products in any way or shape.
I like how she passed Adric a cigarette at the same time as asking Adric to murder someone, and the first one is the one that was the bigger problem.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
We've already decided that Adric can murder people.
It because what kid wouldn't?
Because murder's fine, but underage tobacco use is not, kids.
Yeah, we've given up on trying to convince Adric not to murder people. We've decided that's a lost cause.
Yeah, but drug addiction is so much worse than murder.
No, it's just that one's a lost cause and one's not.
That's fair. How many cliffs can Adric fall down?
All of them.
Have to get me to the top of a cliff first. I'm not going up there. Anyhow, take a puff of whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Confused, they head into back or whatnot.
Yeah.
Where can I find Frey?
She describes the place. It is, and I actually think she specifically says it's very near where you met her before. Near that warehouse in Char Hollow from a few days ago. You know, where you had that brawl with Costa. She's still sore, by the way. It was fun.
If she didn't want to get hurt, she shouldn't have stepped in, but...
Oh, I know. But it was fun for me. So, you head there. You take care of things. Don't be seen. Or do. You know, that'll make things more interesting. But officially, not supposed to get seen. Yeah.
All right, and what will you be doing during this?
Things. Stuff. I'm not your babysitter, Adric. You graduated.
Good to know that one job will do that. And I'll, head off on the railing and go see where we're supposed to be going.
Okay.
So I need a reminder here. I feel like I'm supposed to know this person, and I do not.
Cool. Frey is one of the leaders of the Scotland refugees.
Yeah, she was.
Oh!
She is the older woman who, one of the people who found Grine innocent.
The one we convinced to make a deal with to not go back to Scotland and stay here and help us.
Okay, so she was the leader of the Grinders, or was she the other...
No, she's not the leader of the Grinders. That's Cersei. So that is sort of separate. She's just one of the refugees. She isn't part of another faction.
Okay. Right then. So, well, I've got a job. Is it actually the same building, or is it just a building nearby?
It is a building nearby. The building that you met her at was kind of almost like an official or semi-official meeting place. You've been given her home address.
Okay. Well, heading to Char Hollow, guess I'm gonna have to do another costume change here because wandering in
Doesn't really
Rhinestone
fit in with
ain't
the
gonna work
clothes.
so well.
Yeah.
Um.
You can just change back into your regular clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
They know you in Char Hollow, though. We spend a lot of time there.
We do.
Most people do. I actually haven't myself, or at least not alone.
Sorry. Now they know you after having watched you brawl.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so we're going to try and do this subtle thing. Okay, I'm basically going to try and figure out where she is, scout the place out. Should I do a vice roll here and kind of use that as a setup action or something? Not setup. I don't know.
I don't think the vice roll will be a setup action, but I
No.
think that we would have one roll for getting in, one roll when the vice roll, then one roll for getting out if you need a roll to get out.
Okay.
And then if you want to, you can do another roll before any of this for setup. That would be scouting.
Okay. It seems like scouting this out might be a good idea, but let's. Yeah, I don't want to get in and be recognized on this one for some reason.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Okay. How are you scouting it out? Are you staying at a distance and looking from afar? Or are you like sneaking up and listening in?
I think I wasn't given a time limit on what I was supposed to be doing here, so
No.
I think I'm just gonna hang around for a while and just see what's up and move about a bit so that I'm not, standing in one place staring at this house and
Okay.
see.
There was actually, I could see hunt, I could see study, I could see survey as all potentially working. Which do you want to use?
I think survey because I'm specifically looking for what people are going to be where. Is this thing guarded? Is this just a regular person's house? Like,
Okay,
what am I getting into here?
that's fair. You are controlled here. They're not gonna you're fine.
Okay, and effect does not matter because setup.
Yes. Do you want a devil's bargain? It is set up, so it might not be the worst. I think my devil's bargain for you. I'm gonna start a clock. My devil's bargain for you is related to that clock. It would be one tick on more ghosts join. But basically, her ghost decides to join the group of ghosts that hate you.
Because we don't have enough ghost problems. Definitely
We
not.
still haven't dealt with the Ulf ghost problem.
I think I'm good without that one for now.
Okay.
We'll see what I
The
need
reason it's a
later.
clock specifically, even though technically everyone will be a ghost, is that it will tier them up. Not as a faction, but like as a quality. That group of ghosts. Oh, nice.
Well, apparently I can see what's going on here.
Okay. Frey lives with 3 others. Because it's Charhollow. Even the leaders don't really live by themselves. She has 2 grandchildren who are about 5 and 7. And she has 1 daughter who also acts as her unofficial bodyguard when needed, who is also the mother of those 2 grandchildren. Any father figures either died in the war or are no longer around for one reason or another. It's not obvious.
Okay. So basically I'm just going to try and see if there's a time at which, the daughter is out and slip in then.
Okay. Let's see that in action. or prowling, it seems, to get to her.
Controlled?
Risky.
Is it the de-stress roll?
No.
Like
This is the roll to get in. Then there'll be the de-stress. Then, if necessary, there'll be a get out, and that will be based on how the getting in roll is, probably.
Cool. So the setup survey helps.
The survey was a setup, which can be used for this roll.
Okay,
that can
so
increase.
Basically, getting into a position where I'm with
And kill her
and
silently.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. And the kids.
Effect on this?
I'd say standard. I think that while she is taking care of 2 kids, I don't think it's impossible to, like, they do have multiple rooms in the house. So you can sneak into one room, wait till that's like maybe just her room. Wait till she's till the kids go to bed or have a nap or something. She goes to her room and you're already there.
All right, then I'm going to push that to Desperate Great because I want to actually have a little bit of time with her.
Nice. That's smart.
She's come up.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna use the bonus dice there. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
So you just like hiding in her closet, waiting for her to go to bed.
If I can find her while she's sleeping, yeah, I'm quite good with that.
That makes sense for Desperate Great. Yeah. Nice. Okay. I think the risk was that the mother got home too soon. You have to wait a bit longer, but she isn't home yet, and now the Frey has gone to sleep, and the kids are asleep as well.
All right. I guess I will be the boogeyman in the closet. I will creep on out, and I want to actually have my throat against her, or my knife against her throat.
My throat against her throat.
My throat against her throat. Hello.
Bringing necking to a whole new term.
She dies from embarrassment. She's like, this is weird.
This became a really different game.
So.
Knife against her throat. Clarification.
She opens her eyes immediately and with a calm intensity. Not in a she's fighting for her life, but okay. I'm fully present now. She just looks at you.
Ask her, is there anything that the rebellion needs to know before you die? And I'll give her a moment to answer, or do whatever she's going to do to that.
Well, I was going to say there are spies among us, but clearly that is a moot point.
Do you know who?
She very carefully with her she very slightly shakes her head no.
Is there anything else?
No.
Then without saying anything else, I will...
Yeah. She dies with as much dignity as she can. Yeah. She would have had things, but she didn't think you'd pass them on. Because you couldn't just say, yeah, I killed her. So she's nope, nothing to say to you. And if I say anyone to people I want to, you won't pass it on. So she just didn't say anything.
Yeah, I tried.
She dies. And there's no noise made. There's no risk to get out. Everyone is asleep in the house.
Right.
And you feel wonderful.
And yeah.
You feel better. Like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
Ah, so lovely. Let's indulge your vice. Fighting people without,
because you're a bad person.
Or a 6 if that's an overindulgence. Because if anything is an overindulgence of this vice. Oh no.
Well, apparently 3.
I like how you're thrown a situation that was supposed to make you question your vice. You know, right, that works.
You went,
whatever.
So if I come home and we're doing any kind of group meeting right now, when I walk in the door, the first thing that I'm telling you guys is Frey is dead.
So before you get home,
That I think you should know.
as
We're
you,
talking into the stone.
so as you leave, like a block later, you know, that's impressive. I honestly thought you might have hesitated. Now, Patrick, Mercy, of course, walks up to you. And it's, of course, like a typical abandoned alley. Now you've really graduated.
I should have known that it wouldn't have been that easy. Payment?
Oh, yeah, of course. Tosses you the coin.
What did you expect? Why would you send me in there if you didn't expect what happened?
I call it an experiment. I didn't go in with an expectation. I went in to see what would happen. If I had to do some cleanup afterwards, fine. But we just needed to make sure that you were fully on board with all this. But you are. Pats you on the shoulder.
If you're looking for my loyalty, you don't have that.
I'm not looking for your loyalty. Loyalty is stupid.
If that's
It's
all
your
you
lack of loyalty to the Union or anything else that is similarly naive that I was making sure you didn't have. Glad to know that you're smarter than most people.
I don't know that that actually means that, but I have no intention of telling her so. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will contact you when we have another job, and I think the next one might be a bit more fun. Toodles. She leaves.
Sounds good.
Okay. Now you get back.
Yeah. Get back, first thing out of my mouth is, no, Frey's dead.
Yeah, I think you say this to the room with the three of us sitting around a wooden table with the stone in the middle. As we're trying to decide whether or not we're going to pick it up and call. It's just like we.
Hello?
Well, just like we're just having the pre-call meeting
Yeah.
of like, all right,
Yeah.
what do we say? Because these are not people we can mess up with on the phone. We want to know like
we're planning out the business call. Like
we're
we need to
planning
say
out the-
these things.
Yeah, like we need to decide on a meeting place. It has to be a neutral place. So we're having that conversation, and you come in like, Frey's dead.
If there's anyone we want to put in charge of the refugees, now is the time.
That's not really our job.
Do we even have someone for that?
Yeah,
Can
we
we
don't.
find
They were
beneficial
more
if we
leaders. There was also the other.
It's like Frey and all of the.
There was
leaders?
Frey and two more.
Or is
One. Yeah. The leaders aren't even official. They're more like
community
esteemed
organizers.
community organizers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might turn that into my vice, trying to run the refugees.
Hmm.
Stahl is the other
Move.
guy who you talked a bunch with. He was the one who led Grind down to the other scientists. So he's probably sometime.
Why is Frey dead?
Look at you specifically. I told you I was going to work with Mercy.
So wait. It's not that Frey is dead. It's that you murdered someone.
Yes.
Let's back this up. Why did you
And-
murder someone?
I think all you're getting is a shrug to that.
Can we just not murder people? Why is this hard?
Especially destabilizing an ally.
This is a bad
that's what-
thing.
Well, I
That's
think
what
that
Mercy
ally may have
wants,
already
right?
been destabilized. She said there were spies within the
Yeah,
ring.
but the murder doesn't help.
The murder might not help, but whatever we have getting into whatever Mercy is doing and whatever is happening over in Bright Crown will. There are going to be sacrifices.
Get not the good
It affects
people.
us.
No more murdering.
You
I
can't.
shouldn't need to say this. No murders. Murder's bad.
You can't just tell me not to do my job.
I can't just tell you not to murder people.
No.
Hurting someone in self-defense is one thing. It's another thing to cold-blooded murder someone. What did you learn? I turned to the other people from. Where's that?
I'm from Scotland.
I turned to the other Scoblander. It's like, do they teach you that's okay at Scob school? No, they teach you not to murder.
No, but I think Adric has a point, and I hate that Adric has a point.
There's no point. No murder. I could just say we're not murderers. It's not hard.
No, it's the fact that Mercy is in this weird sort of space that we don't
She's
know.
telling children to murder people.
But she's operating with the government. So if we can put Adric,
Operating by having children murder people.
well, adults too.
So, still children murdering people.
Look, it's my choice to be murdering people, whatever you seem to have so much of a problem with. So let's get over this point
It's
and
the
talk about
murder.
the rest.
I have one question, Edric. Obviously, you are taking these jobs. What happens when my name is given, or Hicks's, or Zaid's?
Or mine. Jinx.
If you murder me, I will haunt you.
I like how that is a threat you can actually follow through on.
Yeah.
I am approving.
I will pick up the Ghost
If those
Playbook
names
and I
come
will
up,
just
we'll
haunt you.
deal with it then. But until then, we don't have a problem.
No more killing people we work with.
We met her once. We weren't exactly
We
working.
work with the Scotland refugees. She is one of them. Ergo, we work with her.
Edric, you have no connection to this. You're not seen. Everything is good on that end, yeah?
Not at all. No.
Fine.
No one saw me.
Then it's not an issue. We move on.
Nick stares at him for a little bit longer and then turns back to the stone. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, who wants to talk to a bunch of ghosts?
I guess we're talking to ghosts now too.
I
He
mean-
picks up the stone. It's like, how do we make this work?
Just say hello.
Tell them
Fusewrights
where
reunion.
we want to meet. Where do we want to meet these people?
Dusk River by the gates, by the electrical fence. We get in our boat and we drive up to the stupid spirit fence and we park it, and they drive their boat and they park it next to us, and we don't get on each other's boats.
I'm looking at our map of the area again, and for some reason it was never marked before, but Tangletown's right down there. They have to respect the neutral ground of Tangletown.
No, they don't. They don't respect the neutral ground of our roof.
Well,
That's not neutral ground. That's our ground.
Yeah, you're right. It's our ground. They didn't respect.
but
I mean, technically it's on the roof, so it's not on the ground at all.
Oh shit! I gotta put on my mask. Just too late at this point. I forgot you were here.
He's getting good at that. I've been teaching him to be quiet.
Thanks. I just wanted to
were
check
so
if you guys needed
incredibly
anything.
Still, you were invisible.
I wanted to knock, but I heard there was an argument, so I didn't want to interrupt. Did you want anything from the food? We're having lunch.
Yeah. Yes. Bring up the.
I'll bring up sandwiches.
Yeah,
Whenever
sure.
we're having a meeting, there should always be cans of peaches. Just peaches.
Okay, wait, what? Why?
Why not?
That's a Deadwood reference.
Okay. He goes downstairs
we-
and comes back with triangular cut sandwiches. No, wait, that's too noble. They're cut in regular squares.
I cut my sandwiches in triangles. Like I do the
Yeah, that's
diagonal
what I do,
slice,
triangle.
but usually it's like not such a
Like-
square
And I've
loaf of
told you-
bread. It's more like a loaf of bread shaped loaf of bread, and so it's like the round shape, but still cut a diagonal on it.
Oh, okay.
If we have them meet us in Tangletown and they don't abide by the neutrality, everyone else in Tangletown also is there to help us.
Let's review real fast. Who lives in Tangletown?
Yeah.
And
Who
do they
runs
hate us?
Tangletown?
Who runs Sparters?
As Hicks pulls out his conspiracy board of all of the factions that hate us, let's see if any of them use Tangletown.
Did we move our red twine board from the old base?
Oh,
Yeah.
we obviously moved
This is
our
probably
red
you
twine-
unpacking it now. Like
Yeah,
that
we
actually.
we definitely have a red twine board of future plans. We have a red twine board of enemies because we have to. As I pull
There's
up
a whole
the game
red
for
Yeah.
twine room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, who's the denizens of Tangletown?
I mean, it is, I think, considered still Crow's Foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tangletown is considered owned by the Crows, but they have made it into neutral ground.
And we're on good terms with the Crows, right?
We're actually
Yeah.
neutral with them completely.
Yep.
That's fine.
That's
I just wanted
Yeah.
to make
The
sure
most
it wasn't
neutral
the Leviathan
ground.
hunters that don't like us.
We can meet them there. The Crows will enforce neutrality. And then worst case, the Crows back us up. I think that's a good as plan, good a place as any. Everywhere else we'd be on our own if they did something.
Yeah. So Tangletown.
Yeah.
Do we want to get off our boat though? Do we want to meet next to Tangletown? I think that's still
No, in.
Within the territorial waters of Tangletown.
When does it become international waters and when does it become Tangletown waters?
What do we want to know from them? Like, they came here, they said, join the war that we're already in. We don't know anything about why they'd want that.
Well, that's why we're meeting with them, to find out.
All right.
Okay, the goal is to get them to back us in our next move against the Spirit Wardens. Ideally, this next move against the Spirit Wardens will grant us supplies we can then sell to all of these less than what's the good word for not carrying a bunch of weapons that we have with these gangs around here? Unarmored.
Less than unarmed peoples.
Unarmed peoples are these
Armament challenged.
Armamentally challenged.
Armamentally challenged organizations throughout the city that desperately need our services back at full operating capacity.
Listen, we're from the three of us are from America. We obviously would be Second Amendment challenged.
The Second Amendment, but we don't just sell guns. We also sell swords. We also sell a cannon if we can find anything that makes people stop you.
Yeah.
Anything that goes boom or slash.
Yeah, really, just any weapon.
Yeah.
They full out offered us an alliance before. Is there anything more we want from them? Because it sounds like just getting an alliance will be easy as anything.
I know a cult that needs to be removed.
I know a cult I would like to infiltrate.
Wait, which one do you want to infiltrate? Is it the one I want to be removed?
No, they're different cults.
Different cults?
Well,
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I think we meet up with them and get a sense of what they have the ability to do.
Yeah.
And then push them for whatever that is.
I think they can do just about anything, is the thing.
Because they're the people
I'm
who
just
specialize in infiltration.
Yeah, I'm just character knowledge, player knowledge, not sure where I'm landing here. Because
Yeah.
I know way more about the unseen than Grind does, I think.
Oh,
I don't
see,
know.
I as a player know nothing, and Hicks as a character knows nothing. So it's not hard for me to figure that out.
So what we could do is, if they want to help us fight the Spirit Wardens, we can go, okay, let's wrap them up, and then we're gonna need your help with the Blue Coats.
We need to knock off. We need to empty this warehouse if they have a way to magically transport the warehouse to our warehouse, they could work. Or our storage area. I'm sure we have some rooms cleared out downstairs that's just filled with boxes.
Do we want to get the vultures in on this? Because what we found out from long ago player thing is that they were having some sort of magical way of transporting goods.
We could
Yeah.
get the vultures involved. Hopefully that'll take up the getting the vultures to sit down and be like, we work good together. Let's make this official
Yeah.
thing.
We figure out the vulture thing second. The vultures are the second stop on this tour of help for this mission.
But I think the plan with the unseen might be like, we're interested in alliance, but let's do a dry run first. Like, you help us with this next job, and we'll see where we land.
Yeah.
You see what we can do, we see what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
And then
anyone
we can
touch the bone orb yet?
Job later and not tell them about our deal with the secret ghost people, because we don't need to involve them in our business.
So does anyone touch the bone orb yet?
Yeah, Hicks does and shakes it like, how do we get this thing on?
It goes, bop it.
Okay, shaking it does nothing. It doesn't. There's nothing shaking inside it. It's like
just tells them where to meet.
And Hicks takes out a pen and writes Tangletown on the orb.
Nothing happens.
Working with idiots. And I just take the orb.
Everyone goes to reach for the orb. It's a wonder we haven't been killed yet.
He doesn't know how magic works. I don't know.
Okay. Grind, are you the one with the orb then?
I mean, yeah, if I guess.
I don't like fight.
I'll just take it and say, tell them, it's the Fusewrights Union. Meet us in Tangletown. Tonight, if that means anything.
Bring your own snacks.
You hear a voice respond almost immediately in your own head, not audibly, and it's a voice you haven't heard it before, but it's like crackling, and it does sound human, but like someone with a very damaged throat. Says, "We will meet in." It actually says like effectively, no, we are meeting in neutral ground, but not Tangletown. It's names a specific cafe at the actually I was about to name the wrong place. Give me just a sec. Not at Charter Hall University on the campus grounds. We're meeting at a cafe there in public. Like it's like in the middle of the school.
Okay.
Isn't that where Hicks just got kicked out of?
Hopefully, they won't recognize him. It's campus.
Well,
Technically, he's allowed on campus.
Yeah, but I'm not banned from campus. I will be after this meeting, but yes. What do I need to do to acquire like this paintball grenades?
But they say tonight is perfect. They will meet you there. Not like tonight because it would be closed actually, but like like tomorrow at noon then.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the night before.
And this, I think, will be a social job. I don't think it'll be a long one, but it will be, a social job. This is the unseen. And you're trying to get a bunch of stuff out of them. Like you mentioned, getting their help on multiple things, potentially. This feels like it's more than just...
We're just not sure what they want to do with us, is the thing.
Yeah.
We could do a social job. I just don't know what the, like, results would be, because usually for, like, a job, you have to have, like, a clear, like, avenue of attack and things like that.
Let's see.
That's fair. You don't have a clear goal. Part of the meeting is
that's part of the thing. Is that's
figuring them out. So we could stick with free play then.
Yeah, like there's still consequences, of course, because they're a dangerous faction. And I'm not saying it to be like a no risk meeting where they can't stab us with their magic eyes.
Yeah, they're jade eyes, if you will.
We have enough of those. Yeah. 2 is too many. So, Hicks, you said before the meeting.
Before the meeting, I wanted to break into Charter Hall University and do like a sweep of the just tear through this cafe to see if there's like magic bombs or something. I don't know.
Patrick
Okay.
is very much with you for that if you're okay with it.
No, he's not going to invite the murdered child anywhere, ever.
I mean, Grind will go with you if you want, because he
Yeah,
has
he'll go with
something
Grind.
to do anyway there.
Yeah, and you go with Grind. Just like, I want to check out this cafe, because he doesn't trust the fact that they ignored our suggestion of neutral ground enforced by a third party.
Okay. Who wants to make the survey roll? That's probably what this is. And who wants to help?
It's a teamwork
You
survey.
Teamwork
Teamwork?
survey?
Teamwork
Yeah.
could work. Okay.
Teamwork survey, because regular survey with help means it's guaranteed 1 stress, but teamwork survey is not guaranteed 1 stress.
That is fair.
Yeah, and you guys can crit.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I can lead it.
You can lead? Okay.
Yeah.
So this will be controlled, and oh wait, no. I mean, there's campus security, and you're going in the middle of the night. So then never mind. This is risky.
Risky.
And this is standard. I think you will know for sure with this one roll.
Cool.
Okay.
Bonus die. I got a 4.
I got a 3.
We get 4.
1 stress.
I take 1 stress.
So pretty much as you're done sweeping the area, there's nothing out of the ordinary. There's okay, you guys turn to each other like, okay, you share your findings, everything seems fine. Then there's like a light from like someone comes into the room of, well, it's an outdoor cafe area, so like someone turns the corner with a lantern, like, hey, who are you two? And like one of the campus security guards has seen you from a distance. Doesn't recognize you this time, but he is just sees you two there in the middle of the night.
So we obviously have. We don't have flashlights because Duskwall has not developed the technology for portable batteries.
But yeah, he has a lantern, just a flame lantern, but it's
so I think we also have a lantern, and Hicks holds his up right next to his face and starts like saying something about how he's part of some bullshit, like a secret society of the university or something. It's like, and you will leave us to our business, as he tries to bluff his way through this guard check.
Okay.
Create the fraternity system.
The fraternity of the broken skull or something.
Yeah, I think in Duskwall the line between fraternities and sororities and cults is very blurry.
I don't think there is a line in Duskwall.
That's fair.
It's more of a recommendation.
So I think by default this is actually gonna have no effect. He's not gonna. The security guard will be like, he's not gonna care. You were still somewhere you shouldn't be, even when you were in a fraternity, by default.
It's a bluff. I'm bluffing.
I know, and the bluff will have no effect on him by default. You can push yourself for limited effect if you would like to.
You can pull out some fine cover identity to have some good.
Oh yeah, I have a fine cover identity.
You could use your fine cover identity. Just have like membership cards to one of these fraternities.
Card-carrying members of a cult.
Yeah.
Secret cult.
See, what Nick does is he reaches in his pocket for his campus security badge. As I pull up my fine cover identity and I take a different tack. He pulls out his campus security badge.
Nice.
My fine cover identity as an undercover campus security officer is I hold my badge up like, nothing to see here. Just
move along.
If
you look, I'll look into this neuralizer. You'll see that. Yeah.
I have to sway him.
I think this is a standard effect, including the item. Limited because he wouldn't recognize you, and then up to standard because of the badge. Grind, do you do anything to help or anything?
Not yet. I got something in my back pocket just in case this goes wrong.
Cool. My devil's bargain
I have a grenade in my back pocket.
If you want, you'll get +1 die now, and later they'll of course realize this was false, and you will be banned from campus during the meeting. This doesn't mean you can't come. It just means they shouldn't notice you.
He just doesn't. But how would he know it's me? No, I don't want that devil's bargain.
Okay.
Use your sway thing to make him forget.
Yeah,
it undercuts it. I am swaying.
That is fair.
Remember me anyway.
Cool.
But I will.
Then
I am open
my
to
other
general
devil's bargain
direction.
is that campus security is alerted and a bit more on guard tomorrow.
Oh, I take that 100%. That's a good outcome.
Uh-huh.
Well, not good, but it seems good on paper.
Okay, perfect.
All right. That is standard. All right, bonus dice 1. That's
6. Nice. All right. So yeah, you probably say something like there was something happened to or even better
We
yet,
heard a raccoon.
yeah. Yeah, he checks with you two. He looks to you, Grind, like you go out of here. He offers his help, but he goes along his way once you rebut it, and he moves along. Okay. There's no magical bombs. There's nothing that seems out of the ordinary at all. With what you found, it's a regular cafe. No traps, no secret doors, even.
So Hicks turns to Grind like you had something
Okay,
to do on
sorry.
campus too.
No secret doors that you didn't already know about because of your cult status.
Yeah.
None of the non.
I don't think the
fraternity
cafe on
secret
campus
doors.
has a secret door though. I don't think this is a secret entrance location.
That's fair.
It's in the bathroom of the cafe.
Yeah,
where
it's
the
maybe
secret
like the
entrance is.
Yeah, I know it's obviously like the library bathroom or something that has all the culty entrances, but not
the cafe. There's too many people.
not the cafe. Also,
Yeah.
this was built in the last 3 years by whatever the
It's
Dust
not
Bowl
old
Starbucks
enough.
is.
Yeah,
There's another
wouldn't
one
be
across the street.
stars.
We sure we had the right one?
No. See, I don't know about you, but my university campus had not one, but 2 separate Starbucks on it. These were on-campus Starbucks, not counting the 2 across the street.
We're actually having Starbucks in our area begin to shut down in a couple locations. I think they're actually being overtaken by other chains.
Canada's the
Tim's is winning,
battleground.
huh?
I think actually Tim Hortons is
Tim
beating it out.
Hortons.
Tim Hortons, Second Cup, like 5 other chains.
I just want local. I don't want any changes.
I think some of them are local chains, but not all of them. Good
that's-
Earth.
Yeah. But either way, whatever the Dust Bowl equivalent of Starbucks does not have a secret entrance.
Yeah. No, okay, yeah, you get out, everything seems normal.
Yeah,
Okay,
I turned to Grind like you had some errand on campus you wanted to run.
Well, I want to, first of all, if it's possible, sort of pre-rec the area to be anathema to ghosts, but not all the way. Like I can activate it quickly, so I don't have to do the setup nonsense in the moment.
Okay, so this sounds like a actual setup role for doing it later. Okay, let's have that done really quickly.
Okay, just a quick rec roll.
Now, do you want help with that?
5s. I just rolled it.
Okay. I think that you do it, but any whisper or someone else who is attuned to the ghost field will also notice it. They'll notice, like, even though it's not fully anathema yet, they'll notice that something's been done here.
Okay, that's fine with me. They should know that I take precautions.
Yes. Whispers and similar. I'll write that down.
I'm glad we're meeting people when they can see this.
And the next thing I want to do, and it requires finding some people, so probably, I mean, time of day really doesn't matter in Duskfall, so they might be up.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I want to consort, look up some people that I used to work with here, because this is where Grind worked.
Yeah.
And get some information as to, like, what are the patrols like around here? What's the response to, ghosts and things in this area?
Okay, so this isn't like someone within this. It seems like it's more someone who knows the security policies a bit and things like that.
Yeah, just people that have been around long enough to have seen things happen around here and to know how things go down.
Okay. Is there a specific person you're talking to, or is it more? Do you want to leave it more generalized?
It's more general than that. Probably a couple of groundskeepers that he used to know, like,
Okay.
just
Yeah, talking, and I guess you're framing it more like, remember when this thing happened? Or I heard you were there for this event that you heard about, but weren't there
Yeah.
for. Okay. Then that sounds good to me. I think this will be controlled, and I think this will be. You're just getting information, so standard effect between everything.
Yeah, I'll just roll it up. 6.
6, very nice. So, yeah, between all the stories and everything, you can tell that if there's any spirit, there are rumors of like old ghosts at the university, or at the university that are like present, but they rarely show up anymore. Occasionally, maybe once every few years, the spirit wardens will get called in for something specific. Usually, it's like someone gets possessed if they stumbled upon an ancient dusty tome in the library that held a ghost or something like that.
Or from hazing gone wrong. Or...
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like to think one of these cult frats has a ghost in a box that they make everyone stick their hand into.
Yeah, and then there's the classic, like, someone, like, died studying for finals too hard, and you need to deal with their ghost before they come back and haunt the university.
But but there's no, like, established spirit warden presence on university campus or anything like that. Like,
they called them in. It looks like over the centuries, this place is mostly peaceful, and most of the ghosts have been pretty dealt with. Like, if there are any ghosts left, they're seen as relatively harmless and peaceful. They're still not seen positively, but like more of just an environment than an actual hazard.
Okay.
Yeah, no, spirit wardens seem to be not needed here that much. Yeah, no.
Right,
from what you're aware, there's no specific dangers from that area either. That's good. Things seem clear. You guys do anything else?
I don't trust it at all, but okay.
The more I say things are fine, I know how this works.
Hicks definitely like goes around and all like the local bulletin boards and stuff, like all of like the dorm bulletin boards, like some of the study hall, just like flyers for the Fusewrights Union. Like, tired of dealing with all this bureaucracy. You're tired of this. Basically, he's written a small list of his complaints with the university and framed them as a recruitment poster. Just goes ahead and tacks those up. That seems about.
Is great.
Very in character. That seems right.
I don't even think that's a roll. It's just you do it.
Can I get a thing if I roll? Because I'll roll if I can get a thing.
I don't think you can get a thing at this point from the roll. Not with just the posters.
Can I start a clock?
Yes. You can start the clock. I don't think putting up the posters alone would be enough to.
Can I spend a coin?
Yes, you could.
To do a long-term project to acquire a gang of students.
Yes.
Gang of students.
Yes, you could.
Am I okay?
This worked out so well in Stars Without Number.
Listen, it really did, though.
I think
We
Marissa
only
knows all
lost
about
5
that.
of them, and we had like 40.
Yeah, let's take 2. Can I spend Crew Coin because I'm out of my own? It's just for printing flyers.
So I think you don't technically need other people's consent to spend Crew Coin.
Oh, cool! I print a bunch of flyers.
And charge it to the company card. Cool.
Charge it to the company card. I'm pretty sure I have an account at this point at the local print shop, or it's like
likely. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
like,
you already have the posters designed and printed when you come here.
Yeah, obviously.
And while Ryan is doing his thing, you go off and.
Yeah, I would like to consort with the junior class.
Okay.
Consort with the junior class.
People who are just getting their minds opened to things.
Yeah.
To drinking philosophy 101.
No, that would be more like the sophomore class.
Oh, you're right.
They're tired of doing all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not close enough yet to see the end goal.
Yeah, they're tired. They're tired of everything, but they don't have jobs lined up. They don't have any. They're just like in the middle.
They're not at the end zone yet. So they're still in the middle, but they're jaded enough. So the junior class is who I'm targeting.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm technically now a college junior, so that's very accurate.
Yeah, I am for the for the third year running a college senior. I get it.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
sort with the junior class. This is controlled.
This is controlled. And I think this is a long-term project, so actually effect doesn't matter.
Yeah.
4. So two segments. In terms of the size of the clock, acquiring a gang, students, I think it'll just be a 6 clock.
Cool.
Like it's a thing, but it's not that difficult. Okay.
Yeah, it's just making more of me.
Yeah. Basically, a bunch of mini Hickses.
A bunch of mini radicals.
That sounds perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else before we go to the meeting? I think we'll probably go on break if not, and then come back and do the meeting.
Right.
I sort of want to set up a distraction, but I don't know.
Ooh.
Like if this goes bad, we can blow something.
You
up
can
and leave
still
the other
flash
way.
back outside of a score.
Yeah.
If you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just here right now.
I'm always here.
It's fair.
Why spend stress when you're here?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned it, and Hicks like looks at his body. It's like I guess we could. Do you have anything?
I mean, just rigging up, because this is a research facility, just rigging up like a couple of windows to blow up and cause a ruckus down by where the research happens will be enough to pull people away from us and we can get out.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, better idea. What if you go to the library, set up a circle that's like super enticing to spirits, so if shit goes bad, you get all the spirits.
But you don't want the
to
spirit
go
wardens
to, the
to show
library.
up, though.
That's true.
Yeah, that's we need to protect our potential ally, you know. I'm more worried about stuff happening not between us, but some other people screwing with us.
I mean, I could always just like I was thinking either I can be down there as Zaid, like doing the whole like with the newspaper as part of the meeting, like talking over the shoulder, or I could just be on a roof somewhere with my sniper.
Yeah, I feel like a distraction getaway is we have established that Hicks and Grind were already at the university, so I feel like that helps for flashbacking enough.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't have any solid ideas right now of what we could do to set something up other than just like tie a grenade somewhere. It's like if we need to, we pull the cord, but that's about all I can think of. So
yeah, well, we'll save it for flashbacks then. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm curious about doing is a quick roll just to survey actually where these holes are being kept at the place that we're going to hit, so that we can figure out if there are any,
Okay, so some
extra things that we
information
need to know.
gathering for what to bring to the meeting.
And I'll invite Phoenix to that if he's interested.
Yeah, so it'll go.
Going to the house in
the warehouse,
Coleridge?
yeah.
The warehouse in Coleridge?
No, the Coleridge one or the one in the docks?
Oh yeah, there was a couple
the
of them.
Squid Hull warehouse, right?
Yeah,
that was the one in Coleridge.
The whole warehouse in Coleridge.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the goal is to get that one so we get their cool high tech weapons.
Oh yeah, they don't know we know about that one.
Because they don't know we know about that one. If we hit the one that they had previous, we know that's not mostly filled with weapons. We were already there. It's not like
and they also moved that one, like they shut it down.
They did.
Yeah,
they moved it after it was found.
They probably moved it, but we know this one at least has armor plating, electrical discharge like machine stuff.
I'm pretty sure it runs on demon blood too.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff we could tinker into a sellable product with our gang of scientists.
Yeah, I'm down to go survey that.
Yeah, the last one we found had the super hole. I want to make sure that we're not wandering into another one of those.
That's fair. Okay. So you're spending some time surveying this then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get group survey.
Yeah, just teamwork roll. Who's leading?
Sure,
I have. Okay, I have one in survey, so.
I have one in survey too, so.
Double sixes. This is risky, and I think, given that it's a warehouse, I think this is limited. Risky limited right now without going inside.
If I'm using my bird, is there anything that is supernatural?
Yes.
Then it gains potency.
I'm interested in pushing this thing to desperate standard. Like, I'll go right up to the windows and start peering in or whatnot. I want to know about the hulls. This is important to me.
Okay. You would have to go actually right up to the windows to even see through them. They're covered in coal dust.
Yeah.
So you could. Okay. So we'll have the teamwork. It'll be the same effect on both ends because of the potency but it'll be risky for the Phoenix and desperate for Adric.
Okay.
All right.
I clicked it. Oh, bonus dice. Duh.
Okay. Waiting for it. I do not see Zades yet.
You don't. Oh, it's the 3.
3? Okay.
Oh.
So 1 stress, but Adric got a 5.
Oh, I don't see Adric, so let me reload the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
now
never
it
mind. It just came
okay.
up.
It refreshed.
Ah,
Okay.
All right. It took
So
that
I think you're peering in and between everything you're seeing that there are I think I'll start with what Adric sees. Through the dust you can see obviously clump like through the coal dust. There are the shapes and some bits you can see clearly through. There are several metal like pieces hung in chains around it looks like there's several large parts of hulls hung up or like being made or still being finished. But definitely looks like they are making hulls here. The people in here though are not wearing masks and do not look like spirit wardens. They are like some of them are actually just like doing things like welding or similar where they're just metalworking. Lots of them are you can't see everything in this whole place, but you do see there are probably over a dozen, perhaps even 2 dozen of them working in this warehouse on various things. It's actually pretty busy inside. On the outside, it looks quiet. There's not a lot of people coming and going. It's just they're all inside and all the doors are shut. You also you do see, and I think this is as you're visiting or as you're keeping an eye out on things. There is a you hear a voice say like, "What do you think you're doing, Adric?" As you're looking at the window, the voice is coming from outside, and you turn, and it is a lone spirit warden. Both of you see this guy. He just like walks around the corner. Kaplowy.
It might be
I'm perfectly fine with this option.
I think. Ooh, what might be better is I think I want to sneak up behind him. I'm not in Phoenix get up. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and just stick my gun in his back, and I want to take him hostage.
Okay. That'll I think take a bit of time. Adric, do you want to distract and delay this guy? What are you thinking?
Yes. Now, I would love to do that. Now, let's try and figure out how. Well,
Always looking for me, Mum. I lost her in the crowd.
Are you my mummy?
He doesn't recognize you.
yeah, let's. I'm just gonna straighten up and kind of look at him and say, "I need into that building. How do we get in?"
You don't need into that building, kid. He like starts stepping towards you, like, "Come on, scram!" And then let's make that roll because we'll see it probably when he recognizes you. Does he like stop? I think, or yeah, we'll see how this goes. Are you? I'll let you decide this, Marissa. Are you adding a helping dice to Zade's roll, or are you doing a separate set of action?
I think I'm just adding a helping dice here.
Okay,
That's just 2 stress?
1 stress.
1 stress.
Okay. Let's go into
And
missions
you're
really
prowling
quick.
up there, I think, is what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm prowling up there, but I'm wondering because Zen put in the chat like for the the monstrous and sharpshooter, it says in there you gain the same like dice or effect if you push yourself, as well as the other stuff.
Oh, okay. It says it in the full text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the full text.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I push myself to become monstrous to scare this guy into coming with us quietly.
Also, rather than the helping die, actually, I will help with this. If he gets close enough, I'll, jump forward as well.
Oh, so
Okay.
you want to do like a
Teamwork
Yeah.
action.
teamwork prowl?
We're
Because
both
that's
doing
ambush
prowl,
with close
but-
violence.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, I'm down with that.
Okay.
Uh,
So this is risky. If the spirit warden were to decide, he would think it's desperate because you're just a kid. But no, it's actually still just risky. And I think your position here is standard. You can very likely just take him hostage.
you want to go desperate great for that, Marissa?
I'm always good for desperate grace.
Let's do it.
All right, fun. So you get that XP. I guess desperate in this case would probably be Adric goads him, runs off, the guy chases you, and runs face first into a pistol.
Yeah, that works.
I am down with that.
Am I good to suggest the narrative for how those work, by the way? Or would you prefer to?
I think suggesting the narrative helps because a lot of the time it's like, I want to push this to desperate, but I don't know how.
Okay.
The only thing I could think of is, I'm doing an absolute fail job of, looking like a child, so he's already kind of on guard.
Oh, yeah. And also, it might just be he recognizes Adric and it's like, you!
Yeah. You! Yeah, I'm good to... Wait, who's leading? Do you want me to lead or do you want to lead?
I can... What's your stress at?
I'm 4 away from traumaing out.
Okay, then I'll take it because I'm 5 away from traumaing out.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Adric is literally leading this guy into danger.
That's true. Let's go.
Thank
Crit! With great effect already. So your critical, superb effect.
Let's double crit. Do it.
We definitely have
Oh, you already rolled. Okay,
yeah,
I didn't see.
So I didn't have much luck there, but...
Yeah. It's
Okay,
he's
so...
like, kid.
Yeah, he... Did you push yourself?
I did not know.
Okay, so, I guess... Describe what happens. I'll just give you free reign of this. Like,
Sure.
when he sees you, what does he see and how does it work?
I think he chases Adric like into an alley, like that's a dead end alley, and he goes, "I got you, kid." And then from the shadows, just the barrel comes out and goes to the side of his head. And goes, "Nope,
Yeah.
no." He's able to put on the Phoenix bandana and go, "No, not this time."
That's great. The Spirit Warden
just
just
turns around and-
immediately from behind his mask starts weeping.
He goes, "You're coming with us." I take his bells because I think he has bells on him too.
Yeah, obviously,
He does not
we
resist
established
you
earlier.
at all. He doesn't resist you even slightly. Like he's like anything you need.
I take his
What
mask
is
too.
this
Let's just make it look like not a spirit warden and take him back to our base. For
Actually,
questioning.
yeah, that's useful.
Okay,
Grab
yeah.
him, get him.
Doesn't even resist. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll go back to your base. I'll be
You're
your
new,
captive. Mm-hmm.
You're new. Yep.
I
This is your first
No.
day.
No, you don't want it to be his first.
no,
this
you
to
don't
be
want.
your
You
most
want him to know
seasoned
stuff. So I don't think it's his
warden
first
you want.
day.
Yeah.
I think he's like, no, but I heard about what you did to the others, and I don't want to end up like them.
Like Zane cocks his head and looks at Andrew and goes, "What did you do?"
I think we've been over this.
I heard
Oh,
their
right.
screams. I know.
Yep. So we're
He's like trying to be quiet.
we're gonna go for a nice stroll. We're gonna be buddies, and I'm just gonna have my gun in his back while we walk back to base.
If you see them and don't kill them, tell my parents they were right.
Shh. If you cooperate, you're good. If you don't, we'll feed you to the demons.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun. I'm just grinning this whole time.
Okay, let's go to break there. You
Yeah.
lead him back to your base. You have a friend now.
Spirit warden prisoner.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Right University, like doing the actual job, you're kidnapping innocent.
Listen,
It's the
this
night
is the
before.
future.
It's the night before. You can like spend the night interrogating him before going there. We'll
I'm
probably
sitting
have
here wondering-
flashbacks.
I'm sitting here wondering which action is torture. Is that tinker or wreck? I'm not.
Yes.
See, just to let you know, the X will have problems with torture if that's not already clear from my.
I feel like this
issues
guy's
with the
scared enough where
murder.
he'll just tell us everything.
We had a
You're
crit
not
upgrade.
exactly wrong. Okay.
He's a very willing prisoner.
He is a very willing prisoner.
Well, not willing.
Willing, but like
Cooperative.
resigned. He's the most
Yeah.
possibly
He's
resigned.
a cooperative prisoner, not willing. There's a
He-
difference.
Listen, he's in the junior year of Spirit
Of the
Wardens
Spirit
level.
Wardens.
Yep. All right, let's go to break.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be back in a few minutes with the follow-up with this warden and everything happening after. Thank you for watching.